Southwest Florida. Welcome back to Lead Pits Live here on Fox 4. Johnny on the spot indeed. As Johnny on the spot as the City of Fort Myers Fire Department. At least we try to be as on the spot as them, but that's pretty much impossible because they kind of get from one place to another place in some 2, 3, 4 minutes. But we'll get into that when we talk to our fine chief, McMillion here. But we're here at Premier Mobile's Health Services and RICO's second annual Feed and Treat. So they're treating people, finding out about their health situations, which we need to have in our community, and you're getting some free food along the way. The community has turned out in the holiday season. Also, toys for the children are taking place. We're right here on the corner. We're right here on Martin Luther King Boulevard in Dunbar in the parking lot of Mount Hermon Ministries, where you can find Premier Mobile's services bus at many times. And I will start off by introducing our fine chief of the fire department, Tracy McMillion. Welcome to Lead Pits Live.
It's good to be here on Lead Pits Live, as always.
You might not remember this, Chief, but I had Nadine, who runs Premier Mobile, to get in touch with you, and she said she had a good, quick response. Talk about that.
So so you're, as you always do, man. You're connecting. You're helping us build a network framework for it, and you put me in contact with her. I came out, reached to her, and anybody who knows what Premier Mobile does and what their mission and their goal is. I mean, look at what they're doing today. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. So to be able to see, Nadine's heart and the desire for the community, desire for folks to have better health, man, that's something I can sign on to. So, so it's been a great network. It's been a great relationship, helping one another, and man, trying to keep up with what she's doing. It's something special. Something special.
Now, you, even before you became a chief with all the things on your collar and all of that.
Yes, sir.
Seems like your life mission has been health, safety, and a special emphasis on those who may be overlooked or the least served.
Absolutely.
Talk about how you became that a part of your philosophy.
I think it just comes from my life, of looking at and being in a position where I won't say obligation or burden, but I feel like I have a responsibility to give back. Just knowing where my upbringing was and what my life was, and just be able to be in the position I am today, and just knowing, hey, I'm not worthy, but the grace of God, to be able to be in a position to be able to help others, to be able to partnership with others, to be able to give back to others. And if you have health, man, you have everything. You can have money, but if you don't have health. So just understanding that theory and that concept, it's always been part of my heart to always want to give back to so many.
Now, we had some of your officers here earlier before you walked up, and one of the things they said, look, we've always been in the community lead, but under Chief McMillion, the emphasis has been raised, and it's just been such a positive thing for us to connect to the community. Speak to that.
So we're public servants at our core. That's what we do. We serve the public, but we don't have to wait till the emergency to come out and serve you. Let's be a part of something like this when everyone's smiling and there are no emergencies. Let's be a part of that, and let's actually, build a nice mesh and fabric of our community in which we're involved in. And so then if there is, God forbid, an emergency, we already have a relationship. We're already there. Let's meet the need before it is a need,
Now, I must admit, even though I see you on a regular basis, to see you walk up, I didn't know you were going to walk up today. I just thought staff was here. When I saw you walk up, it was like, wow. That's what's his name, coach the New England Patriots? Bill Belichick.
Oh.
Bill Belichick wouldn't just walk up like that.
Yeah,
I was like, man, Tracy is actually here. You're hands-on.
Yes, sir.
As much as you can possibly be.
Absolutely. One of my guys I just talked to, they laughed and said, Chief, I thought you was on vacation.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I'm on vacation, but you can't miss things and opportunities like this. And I love my community. I love our city. I love where we are. And I think I'm in this position to be a part of it, not to be pulled away from it. So you got to be involved.
What I read into that as well is it's not about the money.
No.
It's more than that. Your mission as a leader is bigger than that. Go.
Yes, sir. So absolutely, you always want to lead from the front. You always want to lead from example. And, the paycheck is good, and thank God for it. But at the end of the day, it's the core of the job. And to be able to have this responsibility and this blessing to be able to be in the position that I'm in, man, I gotta earn it each and every day. I gotta earn it. I take nothing for granted. I have to get out and hustle.
Now, I recently got a chance to chat with the mayor of the city of Fort Myers, Kevin Anderson, and he said a lot of great things about the fire department. What do you think the relationship is going to be going forward? You think we'll have a lot of support from the city government?
Absolutely. I mean, the fire department, the big red trucks, and what we do as a service, I mean, you know, everyone loves us and cares for us and enjoys us. But at the end of the day, when we look at it, we are always there. We're flying a flag. We're doing our mission. We're doing things like this. And I think people in the city are realizing that their fire department is here for them. Mm-hmm. So I think it will transcend even to our elected officials of seeing the value of what our fire department brings to our community and to our city.
To have something like this right here in the heart of the community, yeah. I see people walking up, registering, getting food, getting clothes, getting Christmas gifts. And it's right here in the community that you have dwelled in for many years.
Yes, sir.
The convenience of it means what?
It means a lot. So the goal of this whole thing today is to give back. They're giving food. They're giving away clothes, giving away
toys.
You know, they could very easily, this high quality stuff that they could have sold or did this, but that's not the goal. The goal is to give away. And outside of all that, the food and the clothes, is that they are actually doing a health screen. They are looking at individuals and trying to meet their need for free and saying, let me check your blood pressure. Let me check this on you. Because at the end of the day, if you have health, you can have everything.
They're even doing hepatitis screenings over there.
Yes,
HIV. I don't think they're doing COVID out here, but they're doing everything. It's just so cool. I'm going to find out if they're doing COVID out here as well. The 2021, I know I'll be talking to you in the future as well, but when you look at 2021, the City of Fort Myers Fire Departments, what are some key things that you want to make sure when we close that year out that you as a leader with your team would have accomplished?
So one of the things is just to do more. You know, I think we've done a lot in 2020, but we got to do more. You know, one of my goals is that the community know our responders. We have some amazing men and women that serve our community, but people don't know their names. They don't know anything about them. They know the beautiful red trucks. I want to get more personal with our community, where we had put a name with a face, and when our responders are in Publix or whatever, you know, grocery store they might be in, that they say, hey, how you doing? And have a relationship with them and just really integrate more into the community. I'd love to actually do more positive messaging. And the other thing is leadership, reaching out to our community and making sure that we can sow back into them. So that's 2021.
Excellent. Now, the people are looking at this right now. They're saying, aren't you going to ask him about the TV show series? I mean, Lee, you sit there with a big time Denzel Washington, the celebrity. I would tell you guys, I knew him before he was famous.
That's right.
He used to come on my show when he was a young little paramedic, and now he's big time. Tell my fraternity brother's famous in here, and we talking all this cheap stuff. Man, them people out there, they want to know about that TV show they see you on doing such a good job, riding in the car, talking in the camera at the same time. Big time, man. That's big time. I'm a TV guy. I'm trained at this. I see you doing it like you stole all my stuff, man. I taught this guy. Give me some credit on TV,
I've been taking notes for a long time.
Talk about it. What's the name of the show? Tell everybody.
So, the show is Live Rescue. It airs on A&E on Friday nights. It's 3 hours of departments across the whole nation responding to calls. It's an intimate look into what emergency responders do. So we're so blessed in the city of Fort Myers to have a camera crew with us, spending time with us and showing our beautiful city, showing what we're doing. But I will give credit to my man right here, Lee Pitts.
I taught this guy.
I've been taking notes on my man for years on how live TV goes down. So,
hey man, see, people don't see, they don't understand, like, because I do this, I understand how good you are at it because I know what goes on behind the scenes. I'm like, man, he's talking, he's looking, he's acting, he's narrating, he's doing all this stuff on the move. This is just amazing. You know you got a future in television after all of this is over, man. Now, how did our city get profiled in this? And you just, you know, you're a chief for about a year. Next thing you know, you're on the national scene. Go.
So we don't know. We don't know what A&E was thinking when they said, hey, let's go to Fort Myers.
Really?
It might have been some of the media presence, might have been Lee Pitt Live. It might have been our social media presence that we have. I think all that played into the narrative. of it. First African American chief in this area that hit the news on the big stage. Lee Pitts Live for years and years and years, showing the good things that we're doing. Our social media presence, showing all the stuff our men and women do in our beautiful city. I think that had a lot to do with it.
So you get like a phone call or an email, or how does that work?
Yeah, they called us. They called us, and they reached out to our staff assistant. They sent a couple emails. We connected with myself and the PIO for the city, Stephanie Schaefer. And we said, you know what, we need to do this.
That's like NFL Hard Knocks. Y'all decided to go with it.
Yeah, decided to go with it. Thank God to our city council for allowing us to be a part of that. And man, it's been amazing. You hear Mercy responders responding in the background even today. We are active in our city, and we are just doing great things. And it's so great to be able to have that on a national, or man, even a global, showcase to be able to highlight what we do here.
It's really giving Fort Myers another step up in terms of how we're viewed around the country, right?
Absolutely, and people can see, it's a TV show, but it's live. So what they see is real. And one of the things that with our fire department that's real is we are compassionate and we care for the people that we're here to serve for. That's not a play, that's not Hollywood, that's not acting. That's what's real. And so when people live in the city of Fort Myers, they know they're getting compassionate, well-trained providers that are coming to do the job for them.
Give the days and times that they can catch you.
So that'll be live shows on Friday night from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock every Friday night on A&E channel.
Right, that's this season, and then they'll go to somebody else next season. That's how it works.
I believe so. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're just basking in the moment. We're basking in the moment. We're here for you as long as y'all want to be here in our fine city, and just enjoy it.
What are your kids saying about seeing Dad on there, and what has changed since you've been like in the national spotlight? You gotten phone calls or emails from all over the country, over the world?
Yeah. So my Twitter page has blown up. I walk places like, oh yeah, I seen you on Live Rescue, and Lee, you know me. I'm the same person I've always been, but it's crazy to see people who see you on the show, and it's like, wow, and people like, can you sign this for me? I'm like, man, I'm just me, but definitely I'll sign it for you and show you some love. So it's been really humbling and amazing to be able to have that type of, platform.
But see, good things happen to good people. All this good stuff that's been happening to you, it doesn't surprise me. Good things happen to good people.
Yes,
you just keep on doing what you're doing, and I hope that we can keep you here in the city of Fort Myers as your profile continues to grow. And along with your profile is the fact that you got the credentials and the training that's so important as your foundation. Speak to that.
So I love
First of all, we're going to keep us here, right? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do your political
and it's real. I love the city of Fort Myers. The reason why I'm here is because I love this city. I love this community. I love our department and what it brings to it. And be able to have a apartment of 129 people that I can know their names, I can know what their families' names, I can know their kids, and watch them grow up is something special to me. I don't have to go chase some other big, stage. I'm where I need to be, and I'm happy to be here.
That's like the Greek Freaks just stayed in Milwaukee. Signed that long-term deal.
That's it.
I want to thank you also on air for your partnership, but more importantly, for the first time in the history of Southwest Florida, a television show came to the fire department and settled in for a whole day to take 4 weeks of television shows. That was Lee Pitts Live, hosted at the City of Fort Myers Fire Department. Hopefully we'll get back there in 2021.
Yeah, we always roll out the red carpet, man. We appreciate, and game realizes game. And when we see Lee Pitts Live, 30 years in the game of all that you've done, nationally syndicated, man, how could we not sign on? How could we not roll out the red carpet and say, hey, come to our fire department and tape in our fire department? That's an honor for us.
That was so cool. Check this out, Tracy. My mom says, I need to say Chief, but you say you cool with that. So my mom said, did I let you guys know we both for Phi Beta Sigma? Let's make sure I emphasize that. Then my mom said, always leave it a place like you found it. Then people welcome you back. So did we leave it like we found it?
Oh, yes, sir. We happy, episode after episode that we saw, taped, and I know the room. So, I'm looking at the background. Hey, that's our fire department. So, yes, you did. You left it there well, and, man, you're welcome anytime.
All right, final safety tips on the way out.
So, final safety tip, it's holiday season. Please make sure you water your Christmas tree. Please do not have dried out Christmas trees. And please make sure that if you have any type of Christmas lights that you're not over plugging in outlets. Make sure that you guys have the proper outlets for your lights. We don't want any of those type of fire hazards. Be safe, enjoy it, and please make sure you're not a distracted cooker. Pay attention when you're cooking that beautiful holiday meal.
Now, I said last question, but when you say stuff like that, it make my brain go. Now, what's a general rule of thumb on those outlets? How many should be in there and that kind of thing?
Yeah, so there are different surge protectors that you can get that you can plug in, but a lot of times what you'll see is that people have improper cords that are frayed, and they'll try to like load it all up, and next thing you know, we have this big, huge, plug outlets in there, and your lights start dimming when you turn on your tree. That's not a good sign. So usually if you have a surge protector, 2 or 3 different plugins is probably ample enough. Mm-hmm. And if you can switch over, if you can do it, switch over to LED lights because they actually have a less draw and they actually do shine a little bit brighter.
See what I'm talking about? That's what you get when you're talking to the chief. Chief, out of curiosity, I hear on the news that the first people who are going to receive the COVID-19 vaccinations or vaccine are going to be healthcare providers. Does a fireman fall in that category?
Yeah, so some of the things that has rolled out with the COVID plan, to my understanding as of today, is that healthcare providers and essential workers, frontline, such as firefighters and paramedics, law enforcement will receive that vaccination as first because, we are that first line going out there and doing it. Not just the hospital system, but first responders also. So we'll probably be in that first wave of vaccination. Then it'll go to those targeted over 65 and the people that live in assisted living facilities and those that have comorbidities, and then be rolled out to the general public and things of that nature. So I believe as it stands today that we're in that first round. I know when it first came out, we're in that third tier. Okay. But I believe we moved up. But
that makes perfectly good sense.
It does, yes, sir.
You will be getting vaccinated.
Yes,
vaccine.
Sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So a black man will be getting vaccinated, yes, and I will be getting vaccinated, people. So get vaccinated. Always a pleasure to have you on the show.
My man. Yes, sir.
And keep up the good work and keep making us proud on the local and the national level.
Love you, brother.
As the saying goes on this particular show, for those who say it can't be done, right here at the Premier Mobiles Services in RICO second annual feed and treat. They're usually interrupted by those like Chief Tracy McMillion who are doing it. We'll be right back.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hello, Southwest Florida. Thanks for watching Lee Pitts Live. Of course, I'm Lee Pitts. I hope you enjoy that particular show, but you can always catch us here on YouTube. Just click on the subscribe button down there. That way you can get your Lee Pitts Live on demand when you want it and how you want it. We also encourage you to watch our show on Fox 4 and connect with us on all our social media platforms. Just type in Lee Pitts Live.